Hi, my name is Taylor Pavlicka, and I will be talking to you guys about the Olympics and why I am very passionate in the Olympics and why I want a job. Um, the history is Pierre de Coubertin from France had a dream to revive the ancient Olympic Games, so he created the International Olympic Game Committee in 1894. This new committee made its objective to organize the first Olympic Games of modern times. After 14 years, the committee allowed women to participate in tennis and golf. The Olympic truce was announced before the game to allow spectators, athletes, and officials to travel to and from the Olympics safely through the battle zones. Participants in Athens in 1896, 280 participants, 13 countries, and there are 43 events. In London in 2012, there was as many as 20,568 participants. Out of those, 5,862 were males and 4,676 were females, and there are also 202 countries involved. The rituals, the open ceremonies, which express the identity of the game, the entry of the Olympic flag into the stadium, and the Olympic anthem. Then they release the doves, which is a symbolization of peace. The oath sworn in by athletes states that they will abide by the rules. Then they bring in the flame and the light of the cauldron, which is considered a great honor. The closing ceremonies include the hand of the flag to another country, which typically is the country that is holding the next Olympic Games. Then they extinguish the flame that they had lit in the beginning. Why am I passionate about the Olympics? I'm passionate about the Olympics because I told you in my introduction speech that I am a part of the UC women's soccer team, and I'm just very interested in sports, and I think it's crazy how athletes practice and conduct is what they do, is how hard they work and what they put into their sports and everything about it. I also grew up around sports, and my mom was a track athlete, and one of my mom's best friends participated in the Olympics, so I just find it very interesting that they're basically a part of my life, and they have been ever since I grew up. I grew up watching them, and I just find it very interesting that that is how it works. And I also think that it shows how dedicated men and women are to their country, and I think that it shows how hard they work to be the best at what they do. I think it's very interesting because not many people have the work ethic that they do to become the best at something they do. I mean, how many people work in a job that are just go through the motions and go through the motions? Well, I think the Olympics is very interesting because that is their job. Their sport is their job, and by doing that, they have to be the best. And if they're not the best, then they're not going to get paid how they should. Also, the culture. I think the culture is very interesting because art and sport are seen as a perfect combo, and it's ideal for harmony for the body and the mind. Outside of the athletics, there are cultural programs which include plays, concerts, ballets, and exhibitions held. Today, the most decorated athlete is Michael Phelps. He has 22 medals, which 4 including at the London Games. He recently holds the most gold medals won in a single Olympic Games, 8 gold medals at Beijing in 2008. How I can obtain a job at the Olympics, I can search the availability of jobs on the website and then submit my resume. So on the website, there's a list of jobs including marketing, sports administration, strength and conditioning, and there's many, many more. And so out of those, you pick whatever your major is and whatever one relates to you the most, and you decide which one is best for you, and you click it, and then you submit your resume to that one. After that, after the resume has been received, HR will conduct a resume screening and will work with the hiring manager to schedule an interview if you are selected. If you're not selected, they'll just they'll send you an email saying you haven't been selected and good luck with your future, basically. And then they'll notify you when they have opening times for interviews. And then after that, if you are selected, you'll be asked to submit an application and to register. So this is my speech on how I love the Olympics and how I'm passionate about it. I hope you guys found it interesting, and thank you.